What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we got some more NHL 19 on the docket. We're going to go out there and we're going to throw a 99 overall player at the age of 18 on a first line. 99 overall, as we said, franchise potential, high franchise potential, and we're going to see how many points this player can put up in their career starting off in NHL at a 99 overall. Now, if you just seen our earlier video on Cam Ward being stuck in net, now you are probably seeing why we had Kaapo Kakka on the Tampa Bay Lightning as well. I wanted to do both these videos kind of conjoined because it takes like 6.5 years to sim season by season by season. It's not really hurting anything by having these guys on the same team, so that's kind of why I have Kakka here. Also got Cam Ward chilling in net for us still, but it is all good. If you haven't checked out that video, you can. If you don't want to check it out, hey, all is good as far as love is war too, but he's a 36 overall goalie. We're going to see how high of an overall he can get. And we're going to see how much Kakko can carry him. Because right now, Kakko is playing with Kucherov and Braden Point. I wanted to make sure we, again, like we brought up with Cam Ward, I wanted to make sure he played with the best players possible right now. And not many teams are more stacked than the Tampa Bay Lightning right now. So I think Kakko's going to get his best chance to go out there and put up some points, no pun intended, by playing with Kucherov and Point. So let's go ahead and get our first season underway. Alright, so season number 1 is complete. Not a very stellar season. As we mentioned, we do have a pretty low overall goalie in net right now. But as far as Kakko is concerned, he's not too worried about it. He's going to put up points, 114 of them to be exact, 69 goals, 45 assists, a plus 16, very solid season. And he is still, in case he was wondering, a full 99 overall. He did not go down at all. In his first year of hockey, he is 19, so it's going to be interesting to see how many years he can put this up. Right now, though, 114 points. He can do that for 20 years. We're talking, what, 2,100 points? Career pretty solid. But being that we are only looking at Kakko's points, we will be checking out his statistics every couple of seasons just so we can take a peek at it. So once we get past this season, we will go ahead and skip a couple of seasons ahead and then reminisce. But we look at the player, which I would assume so. Yeah, Art Ross, Hart Memorial. He's a trophy winner. That's all I can say. He won the Calder as well. What a solid player. He did not. Well, look, Cam Ward did win the Vezina, though. How about that? 40 with the Vezina in his 36 overall, 50 loss season. Pretty impressive. Selke went to Kakko. Man, did it all. He played defense. He played offense. The Lindsay went to Cam Ward again. Pretty solid season. Like we said, 50 loss season. You usually do win a Lindsay for that. Maurice Richard went to Kakko with those 69 goals as well. All right, so let's go ahead and keep on trucking along with these seasons. So we've had a couple of successful seasons in a row now. Kakko's been doing pretty well, as you can imagine. I think we've made playoffs about 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row. Unfortunately, bounced out of playoffs in the first round this year, but you know what? It happens. You can't have a great season every single year. We are 4 years into this. Kucherov's got to be getting close to about 28, 29, 30. Kakko, he's not getting too much older. He's still at 8 points in 6 games. We have to go to this screen to get to the stats we do, right? Kakko just barely at 100. He's starting to slack off a little bit. 101. I expect better than that out of you there, Kakkakins. 101, 60 goals though. The guy's still an all-star. I mean, he's got Kucherov still playing at an elite level as well. Kucherov's a 94 overall, and he's 28. Now, Kakko, he is a 99 overall, and he's 22. So he's got a lot of good years left in him. We'll go take a look at those stats so far. 4 years into his career, he has had 100 points in every single year. 101, 117, 102, and 114. A lot of really good scoring seasons. The guy looks like he's on pace to be the goal scoring record taker here. The way he's playing, the guy's, what is that, 30, 130? I can't even add. That is not 30. That is 61. Nice try. 136, 136, 194, 250 some, 260-ish, 260 some goals in 4 seasons. That's pretty good. I think we would take that. If I was a Blue Jacket fan and you said Kakko 260 goals 4 years, take it. And yes, that was referring to the Blue Jackets somehow magically getting a draft pick this year after surrendering both of them. And not only magically getting one, but winning a draft lottery after they made the playoffs, which would be impressive. Needless to say, we need to continue on. We're getting a little... Alrighty, so our boy Kaapo Kakka has been a cruising. We just missed making it to the Stanley Cup Finals again. Eastern Conference lost to the Ottawa Senators. Nashville Predators ended up winning it all, but Kakko has been nothing short of very, very impressive. Playoffs, though, it was the Steven Stamkos show. 26 points, 20 games. Regular season, the Stamkos show went to the Kucherov show. Kakko is starting to slack off, it looks like. 109 points. Yeah, kind of slacking off. Only 76 goals. The guy is clearly a goal scorer. He is now 25 years old, though. Bear that in mind. Still averaging 440 shots a game. That is crazy. Kucherov just dishes the dimes, though, so what do you expect? The guy's freaking nuts. 30 penalty minutes, 59 plus minus, 18 minutes time on ice. Is he not getting power play time? You would think with that type of minutes. We gotta make sure he is getting a power play time. Still 2 years left on that contract. Pretty steal. I always forget how to get to this right here. There we go. We found it. In 7 seasons, Kakko is yet to go under 107 points per game. Yet to go under 410 shots. And he's only 25. Creeping in on that 1,000 point milestone by the age of 26. It's still possible. And just to make sure everything is nice and fancy still, we will go show you the lines real quick. Make sure he is getting some power play time. And, okay, we won't show you the lines. We'll show you the lines in, you know, just a little bit, I guess. I forgot, in the offseason, you don't actually adjust your team at all. You just kind of leave it the same. Forgot that's how it works. You don't get to see your lines. So I guess we'll show you that when the season starts next season. Now we should be able to check out those lines right at the beginning of the preseason here. I did want to show you that we have been trying to pick players up, and we've made some humongous additions to the team. We threw Patrick Laine up there with Kucherov and Kakko. I don't know. I don't think you're ever stopping these guys. Clayton Keller gets pretty disgusting too. Apparently in this game's up to a 90 overall. I wanted to make sure we had some guys locked down because I don't know how sticky this gets later down the road when it comes to these franchise games and guys being high overalls on free agency. So I wanted to make sure we had some guys locked down around Kakko's age or a little bit older, so he's always got some good players to play with. Like I said, that was kind of a key here. We want to make sure he's playing with good players. We don't want to get to a point where he's playing with some 70 overalls and that could affect his point status and everything else like that. So we have kept it right around there. A 25-year-old player, an absolute stud, still has that franchise high. We did not show the stats. They're still all 99s. They have not dropped a single penny yet. Kakko's getting hot, boys. We got about 3 more years we can stick in him real quick, see what he can do. That'll be when he's at his prime. We'll see what happens once he hits that 28-29 range. He's got plenty of good players around him. We've completed yet another year, a Stanley Cup making year for Kakko and the boys. Arguably Kakko's prime of his career, the peak. Obviously the prime in hockey is a lot different, but you look when you start to say the prime and you start to decelerate around that 29-year-old range. That's about where you hit your peak for most guys, and Kakko, it looks to be coming in full effect this year as he dropped 94 points. The worst season of his career so far, 94 points. Terrible, right? Worst season of his career, only 94 points. We take a look at his stats. Everything is still an 89 overall, which is great. That's what you want to see. But from a point standpoint, he just came off 121 point season, 129 point season. Now he's down to 94. Of course, Kucherov, he's getting older as well. But like I said, you can't really expect Kakko at the same time. Even though we're trying to see how many points this guy can get out of 99, you're not going to really expect the guy to be rocking a 95 overall best player in the planet type of guy on his wing the entire time too. In Kucherov, who is starting to decelerate a little bit. Again, though, a 29-year-old player, not bad. He's starting to slack off on the shots. He's shooting about 378 a game now. But again, maybe that's got part to do with Kucherov not dishing him the dimes as much, right? 50 goals, though. You can't be mad about that. The guy's just... I'm assuming he won the trophy again. I'm assuming they don't show you anything else around here because of that. Besides that, I forgot you to look at playoff points, too. 28, 31, 22, 23, 8, 8, 31, 4. You count the playoff points, he's having a pretty good year, pretty good career. You know, just in case we didn't know, though, we'll take a look. The Art Ross, oh, went to Duda. All right. Oh, okay. Alexi got the heart. All right. So, you know what? Jack Hughes. Oh, that wasn't Jack Hughes. That was Quinn Hughes. All right. Then James Norris. Yeah, Mordekins did get the Vezina again. Kakko got the Selke. So he's still a fantastic defensive player. He's still the goal scorer. The Kakko award, as you can tell there. But we'll keep on going. He's got about 10, 11 years left. We're going to be waiting to see when we start to see that regression. That's when I want to pop up next year, when we start to see a regression from that 99 overall on Kakko here. Beep bop boobie bop beep bop. Welcome to 2034. Glad you took the time machine. Welcome. It's been great. It's been a great, what, 16 years now? 15 years? It's been a while. We're going to be in 2034. I'm going to be old in 2034. Holy cow. 2034 is all but like 6 hours of simming away. That's crazy. We got to slow down, but here we are. We got Kakko. As promised, we was going to get the Kakko as he started to regress. It took this long. 2034 was his first year where we seen some regression. There it is right there. 57 goals, 58, 55 assists. But when you look at his stats, -6, -4, -6, -4 there. Didn't lose any discipline or poise. And he didn't lose too much on his slap shot power accuracy. Still a baller back there. His defensive awareness went down a smidge. So did the shot blocking. It looks like he's losing some defensive abilities right now. And a little bit of offense, down to a 96. But besides that, still a 98 overall. We'll take a look at his stats so far. Again, he's 34 years old. Till he's 34, that's pretty good. If he can go all the way to 34 without losing any overall points, that's pretty impressive. A lot of guys start to regress when they get over the hump of 30. Kakko, not so much. The guy has 100 and 12 points this year. And overall has 1,800 points. Do I think he can catch the Wayne train? It is still quite the hill to climb. You probably have to play another decade. We'll see how many years he has. That's the next interesting thing that's going to be. I can't really control when players retire in this game. It'd be interesting to see when EA does make him retire, because eventually, you know, guys retire. And I'm hoping and I'm praying, because I'm not there yet, and this sim takes forever. That was the easiest way I could put that. Is that we're gonna have to go out there and hopefully be able to check his stats out on the year he does retire. We'll see. I'm not really too sure how that works. I should have looked at it, but let's go, keep going. We'll just continue from here on out. When we get to the end of his career, or we'll at least get close to the 38, 39 range, that is when we'll stop and look at the stats, just in case something bad does happen, like he retires at 40 and boom, there go all of his stats. So let's keep this on a go win. So remember how I was going to say we're going to make sure we check the retired players and stuff, and we'll be fine if we skip the year and this and that. It won't be a big deal if we miss the retired player screen. Well, that turned out to be a bad idea, because I ended up simming like 4 seasons and simming over the retired player screen by accident. Won't make that mistake again. So thankfully we had it saved up to when Kakka was 34, and we redid it. And he had retired this time around at the age of 37, a young retiree. Finished with 2,104 points though. Not quite Wayne train good, but best for second in the league. Look at the Blue Jackets. You guys see who these guys retired with? Pedersen, Dubois, and Zadina. Who would have thought it? Hopefully we get those guys early before they get to be like 38, like 28 or so. That'd be kind of cool. We do have the cap space. I mean, all of our players leave us all the time. How about that? 84 overall, Pedersen. Oh, you already, never mind, 74. But let's take a look at Kakko here. While we're here, he ended at 94. He ended at first line forward, franchise exact. You don't see that very often. He retired there. He had a couple years left on his contract, but he decided to retire right there. He still had 4 remaining. He decided against it. He's like, I don't really need 8.925 mil. They gave us steals. You know, that's one thing I noticed is some of these guys that don't have an actual name that are like made up, they get some cheaper contracts. For him to be a 99 overall and he was getting 8.95 or 8.92 mil. Pretty impressive, but we'll take a look at it season by season as soon as we get to the... Okay, no, we won't. Oh, there it is right here. Okay, first screen. For a second, I thought that wasn't going to let us do it. He finished 115 points this year. 115. Why would you retire off a year like that? I guess it's just random. I thought maybe he had a bad year and I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm out of here. But no, 115 points. 85 last year, 104 the year before that, 112 the year before that. I think it was 4 years that we didn't show before. Yeah, we finished at that 130 year the time we stopped last time, which is an amazing year. But for somebody to retire at 115, I guess he just wanted to retire on top. Consider maybe he only had 1 more year left in him still, and he didn't want to finish with a 65-point season. But in total, if we have a 99 overall, he plays his entire career in the NHL, he's going to end at 94 apparently, which is different. But besides that, 2,104 points. You can't go wrong with second most points in NHL history, starting as a 99 overall. Still not Gretzky good, but he came very close. Maybe he plays, he'd have to play 5 years. You have to average about 120 points. So he'd have to be about 42, and your overall is going to go down a lot. He's already went down from a 99 to a 94 in about 4 years. Really, it was actually pretty high still for a 37-year-old. It'll probably go down in the offseason as well. Kaapo Kakka. I mean, okay, sorry. Nico Hischier ended up on the Flyers. I guess they ended up with Patrick and Hischier after all, but that is it. That is what a 99 overall would grow to in this game. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. If you don't want to, hey, not a big deal. Otherwise, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.